This presentation is brought to you by Corey and Smith Health for Life Medical Center and Restore Hope for Health. Today we're talking about something that affects every single system in your body, sleep. Not just how many hours you sleep, but how deeply you sleep, whether your body is actually repairing, whether your brain is detoxifying, and whether your hormones are recollaborating. Sleep is not passive. Sleep is an active biological repair process, and if we do not protect it, we will struggle in nearly every area of health. Modern culture glorifies hustle, productivity, late nights, and early mornings, but biology does not care about culture. According to the research popularized by Dr. Matthew Walker, sleep deprivation affects cognitive performance, metabolism, hormones, immune function, and longevity. We're tired but wired. We're exhausted yet overstimulated. And most people don't realize how much their health complaints trace back to sleep. If someone comes to us struggling with weight loss resistance, hormone imbalance, anxiety, blood sugar instability, inflammation, and they are sleeping 5 to 6 hours per night, that's the first place we start. Sleep is not a luxury. It's a biological requirement. Your body operates on a 24-hour internal clock. Circadian rhythm is primarily controlled by light exposure. Morning light sets the clock, and darkness triggers melatonin. Sleep drive builds throughout the day as adenosine accumulates in the brain. Caffeine blocks adenosine, which is why you feel alert. But it does not eliminate the need for sleep. It only delays it. We cycle through sleep in approximately 90-minute intervals. Our deep sleep is when our growth hormones are released and our muscles are repaired and our immune restoration is supported. And then our REM sleep is where our body processes emotion. It consolidates our memories and it regulates our mood. Alcohol, stress, and late night eating all disrupt this architecture. So someone may be quote unquote asleep for 8 hours, but not truly restoring. Sleep regulates nearly every hormonal system. When sleep is disrupted, cortisol rises at night, insulin sensitivity drops, hunger hormones shift, and sex hormones decline. For women, poor sleep can suppress ovulation. For men, testosterone can drop significantly with chronic sleep restriction. This is why sleep is foundational in fertility and hormone care. Our sleep deprivation heightens our amygdala reactivity, it reduces prefrontal cortex regulation, and it increases emotional volatility. On top of all of that, we have poor sleep, and that increases our anxiety, irritability, and depression risk. Actually, long-term chronic sleep loss is even associated with increased Alzheimer's risk due to impaired brain detoxification. The crazy thing is, just 1 week of reduced sleep decreases our insulin sensitivity, increases our ghrelin, which is our hunger hormone, and it decreases our leptin, which is our satiety hormone. You crave carbohydrates, you store more fat, you burn less fat. This is why weight loss stalls when sleep is ignored. On the other side of things, our deep sleep enhances immune cell activity. But when sleep is shortened, our natural killer cells decrease, our inflammatory markers rise, and this increases our susceptibility to viral infections and chronic inflammation and chronic inflammatory conditions. Sleep disturbances are not just insomnia. Sometimes it's blood sugar instability. Sometimes it's cortisol dysregulation or a hormonal imbalance. Maybe our airway is being obstructed. We need to identify the root cause to get down to the why behind our sleep disruptions. Another missing puzzle piece is the stress-sleep cycle. Chronic stress keeps the body in sympathetic mode. Basically what that means is high nighttime cortisol, which prevents melatonin release. It increases nighttime alertness. This is what triggers our 2 to 3 a.m. wake-ups. And then poor sleep raises our cortisol even further. And this becomes a very vicious metabolic cycle. If someone wakes consistently between 2 a.m. and 4 a.m., often it's because our blood sugar is unstable. The liver releases stored glucose, and then your cortisol rises, which is why you wake with racing thoughts. Stabilizing your blood sugar often dramatically improves sleep. During deep sleep, the brain literally shrinks slightly. Cerebrospinal fluid flows more freely and waste proteins are cleared. If deep sleep is shortened, detox is impaired, and this has long-term neurological implications. At this point, you're probably wondering, okay, where do I start? How do I reset my sleep? Well, we're going to talk through 3 important steps to follow. Step 1, morning sunlight is a non-negotiable. It anchors our cortisol rhythm, sets melatonin timing, improves nighttime sleep onset, and even cloudy light will work. Step 2 is stabilizing our blood sugar. If this blood sugar is stable, it reduces night awakenings, cortisol spikes, anxiety symptoms, and this alone can dramatically improve sleep quality. And finally, step 3. We cannot go from emails and social media and overhead lights and high stimulation into directly trying to go to deep sleep. This won't happen. The nervous system must be guided downward. Now, supplements are a really helpful tool, but they're not necessarily a foundation. If circadian rhythm and stress are not addressed, supplements will not fix the issue long term. Now, it's super important to remember that sleep does not equal laziness. Rest is not a weakness, it is a biological wisdom. And our sleep is important for so many different aspects of our health. If someone improves their sleep, nearly every biomarker improves. Sleep is the upstream medicine, and it affects so many different areas of our life. Your body was designed to restore itself at night, and the big question is, are we allowing it to? From here, the next 2 slides, you'll be able to see the sources that we use to bring this presentation together for you. Each source that we bring into these presentations are highly reliable, and we'd encourage you to look at other information that they provide to their patients as well. Thank you so much for joining us. This presentation was brought to you by Corey & Smith Health for Life Medical Center and Restore Hope for Health. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. For more information or for supplements, you can find us at shop.cshealthforlife.com.